Hi, I'm Joe. I've been playing tennis for 15 years and I'm an all-court player.
Hi, my name is Finley. I've been playing tennis for 20 years and I'm a baseline grinder.
Hi, my name's Ella. I've been playing tennis for 18 years and I'm an aggressive baseline player.
Well, when I first had the racket in my hand, it felt like I wasn't even carrying a racket. It felt really lightweight. And I was worried that I wasn't going to have enough power behind the ball, but it felt really good. Nice ping, very crisp hit with the ball. When I was pushed out wide, it felt good. I felt like I was confident behind the ball. I wasn't too worried about how hard I had to hit it or where I was going to hit it in the court. It just felt right, felt crisp off the strings.
I felt that it was a nice hitter. I certainly felt that if you timed it nice and you hit the sweet spot, I felt it gave a great strike. So it's quite a nice baseline racket. I found it was a little bit more difficult to sort of have a nice feeling on the out wide shot. But again, if you hit a nice centre spot of the racket, you've got a good feel on the ball.
Initially I thought the racket was quite stiff and not quite as forgiving, but when you hit the sweet spot it was a really nice racket. But I felt compared to the other rackets it's a really, really small sweet spot, so you have to hit it precisely every time to get a good feel, because otherwise I find it a little bit harder to control. Actually, when I was going out wide I was able to get a good spin and actually get myself back into the point really effectively.
I really liked this racket for the volleys. I felt that it was really good for sort of like punchy volleys. Certainly something that I think other rackets don't necessarily always have. I felt like I was sort of like quite able to sort of step in and sort of put away any volleys and really sort of like take away the time away from my opponent. Felt like I was really able to generate some power. Got a lot of like nice direction on the ball as well. Yeah, I felt it was really good for smashes and volleys.
Volleys, I felt it had much better control, and actually it was a lot easier to find that kind of small sweet spot that this racket has. Got really good control, good power, and able to direct it exactly where I wanted it to go every time. Yeah, smashes were good. Actually, smashes were really effective with this racket because as soon as that sweet spot was there, it was absolutely perfect. Got really good control and actually could hit some clean winners off there, which was amazing.
I felt like I had a lot of control with the volleys. If I wanted to put a little extra ping on the ball, I could, you know, a little bit of punch into the volleys, but otherwise just defending is perfect. I wasn't 100% confident with my smashes. I found it difficult to get it in the right part of the racket. So yeah, smashes wise, I found it tricky with this racket. Maybe the head size, I'm not sure, it's just a bit tricky.
So initially I found it quite hard to adjust to because it is quite stiff and I felt it wasn't quite as fluid through like the service action, but as soon as I got used to it, I was able to produce a really good serve and then mix it up with my kind of second serve as well, which was also really good. Yeah, I was able to get the spin. Took a little bit of getting used to, but definitely was able to get it in the end.
The flat serve was good. Felt like I could hit it pretty crisp. Yeah, plenty of power behind the ball. I was able to generate spin. It was difficult. I had to put a bit more effort into it. Would have liked a bit more spin. Personally, I like to put more spin on my second serve, but as long as you put the effort in and focus with the racket, it's good for that.
I felt it was actually a really clean strike on my first serve. I felt it really sort of lends itself. I feel like the design of the racket really lends itself to a flat serve. It really allows you to sort of generate a lot of power. And great for sort of like down the tee serves. I really enjoyed sort of hitting the more spin serves as well. Certainly something that I think if you get that really nice spot on the racket, that centre spot on the racket, you can really generate a lot of kick and a lot of spin. Yeah, put your opponent under a lot of pressure as well.
I'd say it does suit the all-court style of play. For ground strokes, most of all, I felt confident behind the ball, just getting it back into court. Overheads and more spin on the second serve needs a bit more work, but otherwise, yeah, for the all-court game, around the court, felt good.
I think it lends itself to an attacking game style. I think it's great for taking away time away from your opponent. You're able to generate power quite easily, and it allows you to change direction of the ball quite easily as well. So I think it's really good for if you're attacking from the baseline, really good.
I think if you're able to hit it in that kind of sweet spot every time, definitely. But it's not one I don't think I would choose it personally. I think more the kind of the boom or kind of the Aero Pro team would probably suit my game a bit better.
Really like the colour scheme. It's a nice sort of blend of sort of a matte finish and also sort of like a shinier finish. I really love the colour. Like I haven't seen too many rackets with this colour scheme before, so it's like sort of fresh and exciting.
So I thought the colour scheme was really good. I liked the contrast between the matte and then the shiny effect as well. Like the two tones of like red and like the black I thought was really effective and looks like a really professional racket.
I really like the colour scheme. Black on the outside, you can't go wrong with black. It's nice and simple, and then that little touch of red, you know, it's just really low profile but clean, sleek.
I think it's a really fair price, and I think with the right kind of player and the right style, it could be a really effective racket. But I think if someone was an aggressive baseliner but liked kind of hitting it quite cleanly and didn't have too much spin, I think it'd be the perfect racket for them.
£220 is a good price for the racket. If this is the kind of thing you want, if you want a nice ping off the racket, nice crisp feel with the ball, perfect price, yeah.
I think that's a really fair price. It's an incredibly nice looking racket. It's really nice construction. The colours are nice. It plays well. Yeah, I can't see why you wouldn't want to spend that on a nice racket like this.